G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is Queen Tested, a video series in Fallout 76 where I attempt to take out the Scorched Beast Queen, usually using a specific legendary weapon. Today is not the case. I'm going for a 0 legendaries run with a heavy gunner approach, so we'll quickly get into the gear, and then we get into the build, and then we can get started. So firstly, I've chosen the minigun for this, and I found that the minigun has the best balance between damage output and magazine size. We don't have to stop for reloading every 75 bullets like the light machine gun, and it has a little bit more punch to it than a regular old Gatling laser, although probably could have gone with an ultrasight Gatling laser. That might have been better, but here we are. I've chosen this, probably not the right choice, but yeah, it took ages for me to kill the Queen, but whatever. What are you going to do, eh? Anyways, so the armor is just standard XO1. This is this character's old suit, actually. So I've given it to Becca, so the arms have the hydraulic braces on them. The helmet has nothing on it because, well, unarmed players or melee players can't really use them. And this has got the protocol of the emergency variety on it, so take less damage and a nerd rage threshold, because we're going to be under nerd rage threshold because we kind of need the, I've also got that calibrated legs just to boost the carry capacity, because being at nerd rage threshold not only gives you the extra damage from nerd rage, but also adrenal reaction, so it's an extra 50% with adrenal reaction and an extra 20% on top of that with nerd rage, which is super helpful. We've got all of the heavy gunner perks. Bullet shield is one, and then we've got a blocker perk to make sure the Queen punches us for a lot less damage. Fireproof is there to reduce the damage versus her sonic breaths, and tenderizer is there to squeeze out a little bit more damage output. We've got stabilize so we can, you know, ignore a little bit of armor, I suppose, and also keep the accuracy of the minigun pretty high, and gunsmith is there to keep it around for longer. I went from the 200% to like 125%, firing 10,000 bullets or so, so I think that works pretty well. I've also got Action Girl bolstering dodgy, so if I take any random hits, it'll have a 30% or 30% reduction of incoming damage for the 30 action points that it needs. It kind of stalls me around a little bit when I get, you know, hit by lots of enemies at once, but it never gets too detrimental. Obviously, Bloody Mess and One Gun Army for damage and crippling, respectively. Yep, that's pretty much everything. The kill's gonna take a while, so unbuckle your seatbelts. It's gonna be a slow ride. Oh yeah, I suppose I'll show off the power armor paint. This is the Inferno Mark III. You get this at rank 97 of Nuclear Winter, but I call it the birthday cake power armor because all of the metal rebar coming out of you, it's glowing and it looks like birthday cake candles. Okay, we're about 30 seconds to touchdown here, and there was a Deathclaw fighting the Scorched here just to bring them all in here, but they're all about to die in a horrible, horrible nuclear explosion, which is going to be cool. I'm thinking what I could do just before the nuke drops is just start shooting at them to gain adrenaline, but honestly, it's far more enjoyable to watch these guys. Well, that popped open again. Nothing crawled out, though. That must have been catching up with the Scorched Beast that did it earlier. Anyways, they're all about to die. And wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, that Scorched Beast might die as well. No. They... Oh, wait. No, there they go. Yeah, I can hear them die. And there's Barbara. She just kind of crawls out of bloody nowhere. And we can get started on her. We were getting sneak criticals for that first couple of seconds, but yeah, just to give us a little bit of a head start, I suppose. Not really much of a head start, but still. Yeah, what you'll find is that if you start over there, you'll have a bunch of ads, like right at the start already. So, I've also got One Gun Army, not Lucky Break again. If we shoot the Scorched Beast, as you can tell, the damage is alright, but we're gonna have to get the Scorched Beast landed to actually make some actual good damage out of this thing. So there she is. Just hop up on the fence here, at least attempt to. I'm trying to multitask right now, and my brain's not spec'd for multitasking, that's for sure. And I think we've got her stalled already. Unfortunately, she's not stalled on the ground, but what can you do, eh? I'll try to get the occasional headshot in here to kill her, but as you can tell, this fight might be pretty easy if it keeps going like this. It's just a matter of time and a matter of bullets, which I have to use here. Now, you're going to land. No, that's not your landing phase right there. Might just pay more attention to crippling the wings. I'll see what I can do to the wings. See if I can't get One Gun Army to proc and bring her towards the ground, because we are hitting her for okay damage. That looks like a land to me. Very good. And just gonna take out a couple of those guys just to kill them. Get some adrenaline damage out of it. What else is around here? You're around here. Okay, maybe I should focus on the big target, eh? Now, she can't really do a lot when I'm back here. She can't, you know, punch me or anything. So that's neat, I guess. I think we've got her stalled, though, so... yeah, this 22 damage is going to keep on going. 22 times 500, what's that? It's not a lot, to be honest. We're going to need to get a lot of adrenaline damage, I think, so we'll just take a moment of our time to kill a couple of those guys. And if that little pill symbol in the corner of my screen next to my ammo and AP bar goes away, that's when we know when we're out of adrenaline. That was close enough to 6. Looks like we're hitting for an extra 2 damage to what we were doing before. She's up and about again. Don't really need to worry about it all that much. So yeah, this is just going to take time. It ain't like the Stealth Commando build where I can, you know, use the 4 times multipliers to greatly increase my attacks. It's just going to be this. It's probably not the most entertaining thing to watch. We got a couple of staggers then. That's not gonna... I think she's gonna be a little bit upset because of that, but whatever. Regardless of that. Going to land. Good girl. Apparently we've got ourselves back into caution again, so I guess we'll just stealth minigun for as long as we possibly can. That looks like she's stalled. Let's go back and find her face. But we don't actually have to face her. If we just shoot her there, that would be good enough. Get away. Fucking radroach spawn. So they are. They're just reskinned radroaches. I saw a couple of sneak criticals for a second there. There they are. I'm sneak critting with a minigun. Now I'm not. Okay, if I'm diligent about killing ads, I can actually constant sneak crit as a heavy gunner, which is interesting. Okay. She's almost ready to mutate at this point. And I just gotta watch these ads if there's any crabs that show up. I gotta keep my stim packs on speed dial. Probably gonna get her to mutate in a second. Yeah, there's a damage over time thing. Ah, there's just a rad rat. That might have been aggroing everything before. What an odd place to land. Okay, I think she's stalled. I'm not going to waste too much ammo on trying to kill her when I'm out of range, so I'll zip a bit closer and then hold down the trigger. She's lining up for something here, and that's just a crab. Don't have to worry about him too much. He's not going to give me damage over time. Swing and a miss from Barbara. And then she's mutated. She'll probably get straight up and start flying around again. There you go. I still can't believe I was getting all of those sneak criticals with a minigun. That's ridiculous. Okay. Gotta get off the ground so these little ankle biters will stop killing me. And that seems to have done it. There's a couple of other contenders in this fight. That looks like an unscorched glowing cricket, so that's interesting. I might just keep that around because that's keeping her at bay, and if she's not punching me, well, I'm not getting any sneak attack criticals to possibly lose damage out of anyway. What is she attacking? Is that a cave cricket? No, she's attacking me now. She must have killed it. Tell you what, cave crickets to stand up to that kind of punishment, props to those blokes. They're doing alright. Hopefully my ammunition reserves won't run out. If it does happen to run out, what I'll probably do is deploy my camp real quick, get some sort of dice sloth. Let's get you over here somewhere. Oh, that was a sneak critical. Well, I might as well keep going with that, eh? There we go. Now we're getting sneak criticals. Obviously didn't last for long. I'd say her head is crippled now, and what I might do actually is just concentrate fire on her wings so she doesn't get back up. That is damage over time. You fucking little bastard. Die, lobster. Just die, you little bastard. There we go. We got him this time. Anyways, so business as usual. The Scorched Beast Queen is over there. Ah, fuck off, you little bastard. Well, at least I'm in nerd rage now. And that's just more crap in my face I have to worry about. I'd say at this point we're full adrenaline. And because of all of that bullshit, a lobster comes in, hucks one loogie at me, we're back to square one here. This is going to take a long time, unfortunately, and that's just kind of how it's got to be. Perhaps I was wrong to choose the minigun, but I thought I had the best balance of damage, ammo capacity, and well, yeah, damage and ammo capacity here. Might be doing better slightly with a Gatling laser, perhaps, but we're just kind of limited now. We don't have enough damage to do a whole lot. And like I said before, because we aren't using some crazy stuff like a Stealth Commando fixer, we're not getting those multipliers. Plenty of things attacking me right now. In fact, I'm being attacked so much that it's slowing me down because I'm running out of... Really? Wish you could tune your dodgy to, change to just kind of ignore damage as negligible anyway. But, it's helpful most of the time. Just easily step back from that. I think I just heard another lobster. I'm hearing something dodgy over here. Alright, so she's quickly going to kill me if she just keeps hitting me like that. I really don't have the damage to fight back, so if I jump up here, dodge you there, mate, and, just keeping away from her like this seems to do it. It's going to stagger me, is it? No, I stopped firing because I anticipated the stagger, but obviously I didn't need to worry about that. I'm going to try to stealth minigun again. Oh, it's just a bee. You know what? That bee monster can stay around. He's fine. They're the more benign creatures that might spawn from this event. Okay, it's just more honey beasts. I'm going to go back in third person because I can aim slightly better in this mode. Just need to gather a quick bit of adrenaline here and there. I'll do it. 23, not quite there. I guess that's just going to have to do. Alright, she's up again. We'll keep on shooting her. Plenty of staggers happening. We might have actually gotten her stuck here, which is unfortunate because I'm hitting her for very little damage now, and I might be at risk of running out of ammo, but this is just kind of what happens sometimes. There we go, hitting for slightly better now. 12 whole damage per shot here. And it just means it's basically open season for me. There's some mole rats, those little bastards. Yeah, I'm not too worried about mole rats when I'm not using stealth for victory, but honestly, this is kind of ridiculous. I'm gonna keep on shooting. Oh, okay, she's finally gotten over it. Good stuff. Well, that's nice. There's basically an AP sucker. He just eats all of your AP and then walks away laughing at you. It's like, you think dodgy is a good perk? Just wait until I show up. Or anything with an automatic rifle. They're dangerous. Alright, what of your status of your wings like? That wing's almost buggered. In fact, all of her body's kind of crippled. That's a bear. Have to turn my attention to that thing. She's gone for the landing once more. At least she's showing me her face this time. That horrible, eyeless face. Now, looks like the stealth attacks ain't gonna fly this time. I call bullshit. You would have hit the building long before I hit me on that one. And she's walking away again. She's gonna walk. Same. We'll just keep on shooting her then. We're still in danger, mind you, but it's gonna take a while to do this. Perhaps I chose wrong. There's a Snelly. That'll probably give me snot ear. You know what? That's not the worst disease to have. Having 2 less perception isn't going to be affecting me that much. There's another Snelly. Wonder how the spawns work for the Scorch Beast Queen. And that was a simultaneous spray of sonic death and get up off the ground. So that's pretty good, I suppose. Come on, Barbara, get back on the ground. There you go, just got to keep her nice and aggroed. Hope for that sweet RNG land, and if she gets stopped and stalled again, that would be decent. Not gonna happen this time. She might get stalled over there, but that's not a great place to fight. Ah, she forgot how to scream. I'm not sure if that's indicative of her head being crippled, but I'm not going to say no to, not taking unnecessary damage. You keep trying to do that. It's like she's having a coughing fit right now. And if you are filled with this much lead, I think having a coughing fit would be the least of your problems. Yeah, she's not liking that, is she? Anyways, I'm just going to piss you off slightly by attacking your minions, I suppose. You know, if you drain all of the magicka, all of the monsters, or the dragons magicka in Skyrim, the dragons can't actually attack you in the air. I'm getting that feeling now. I've somehow taken away her magic damage, and then... Okay, she's stalled on the treadmill again. That's helpful. You can stop shooting at me, mate. You've got a slightly higher rate of fire weapon than most of your brethren have, so... I think the only thing that can stop me at this point is... a lobster. So hopefully that doesn't show up, because I've already wasted an unnecessary amount of bullets on this. Probably would have had her by now if it wasn't for that. Now the worst thing about having a lobster come up and attack me is that what will happen is I have to wait for the barrels to spin down, so I have to be basically staring at my health bar constantly here, and we're getting a decent damage streak now. There's a couple of sneak attack criticals that happened there, which is well, cheeky for one. I shouldn't be getting awarded for that shit since there's something else shooting at me, but that's a shotgun. You know what? I can deal with that at this range. I feel like a shotgun is the least of my troubles. The force of it would probably knock you around in power armor because, buckshot's got a bit of force behind it. Might as well just use that thing for adrenaline. I think she's conceding the battle. No, she wants a piece of this. Sometimes she'll crack the shits and then teleport, or kind of leap and bound, that little animation she does. She'll do that into the forest over there, and that'll cause the server to crash. She's done that twice. That's what happens when she spits the dummy. But on this occasion, I feel like we've beaten her. Don't forget to reload, Miranda, and that's probably a decent thing to have. Unfortunately, I have to prioritize those guys because they will stagger me. And here we go, as we get... Oh, a glowing wolf. Yeah, if anything's going to stop a person wearing power armor, military grade, designed to stop bullets, is going to be a little puppy biting and nibbling at their shin plates, I guess. I'm not really sure of the correct armor terminology there, but I should go for headshots instead. I feel like I've got this at this point. Only problem is it's going to take a lot of violet flux to get this ammo back. That Deathclaw, though, he's thirsty, so he's got to go down. And almost there. There we go. So, there you go, a heavy gunner approach to a non-legendary Scorched Beast Queen fight, and I want my ammo back, but in terms of there's probably some better options out there. Maybe if you're using an LMG, which has a much better damage to bullet, but I mean, you get plenty of fluorescent flux from the White Springs anyway, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem to deal with. But yeah, I wanted to try the minigun. I kind of like the minigun, to be honest, but yeah, Barbara gave us a fight worthy of no recognition, to be honest. It was just honestly, it was just the lobster that caused us the biggest amount of problems, but there you have it. So I had 12,000, and oh wow, I almost cleaned out my whole supply. That took 10,000 bullets. Granted, she did heal because of that stupid fucking damage over time piece of shit fucking lobster, but okay, I should probably stop using that now. But yeah, I think you get the idea. It is possible, but not really a fan of using, at least for a non-stealth build, a non-legendary setup for a Scorched Beast Queen, because you just use so much goddamn ammo. But hopefully it was entertaining for those at home. No, I've killed your boss. What exactly do you think you're gonna do? An extra 30 items just for me. So there you have it. It's, yeah, not a good way, but I did it, and I'm happy. I'm gonna give this power armor back to Becca now.